Alright, so this is me and Rue on our long lane walk. So she's pretty stressed out at the beginning of the day. So I decided we should take a long line walk, just a decompression walk, not have to really do too much of anything, and see if that would help her kind of relax a little bit. And I think it helped a lot because this time I was actually able to take her out in the front yard and do some leash walking work and some attention work, and she was taking treats for me. So I think it helped. I think we'll kind of start most of our days off this way and see if it continues to kind of help bring her down when there's a lot going on in the house. Here she found a turtle. And she just does this for like 2 minutes, and I think it's precious. So I left it in the video, and we get to watch her just be utterly baffled on what this rock with head is. And I just can't. She's like, it has a face. So she can't. Oh my gosh, it's too funny.
If it was like a snapping turtle?
And ignore my commentary. I have my daughter with me, so I'm just have weird banter with her about what a turtle is. So the other reason I left the video in is because we try to do a little bit of recall off the turtle. So I wasn't necessarily calling her to me, but I was asking her to move on from the walk, so using let's go. And she almost did it so many times. Like, she got so good, and I got really excited for her when she came to me, but she just kept going back. So we got super close, and here she goes again. She's gonna do it, and we're back. So I ended up having to stop the video and just going to get her and kind of using a treat at first that didn't work and just kind of tugging her along, but we got it out there. Okay, so here we're getting some work in the front yard. So still trying to keep it as simple and as stress-free as I can. So we're just gonna do a little bit of leash work. I dropped a few hot dogs to see if she'd take them. She didn't at first, but then I think she finds one there, and she eats it. And then I go ahead and offer her another to see where we're at, because she gave me a little bit of eye contact. So I try to give her another, not feeling it. So I went ahead and tried to do a toss out. So I have a lot more success for her when I toss them on the ground than I do when I hand them to her. It's still hit or miss, but more success. So we kind of go with that. So I do a few turnarounds here. So I have her in a somewhat heel position, not really interested in the treat. So I'm just going to use her pulling me as our turnaround. So it's not a good video because she's off the screen. But when she starts pulling forward, I just go ahead and turn around. That way we're kind of working on her being in that heel position without having to use those treats. So here's a little bit later. We kind of took a rest, about 20-minute rest, and we went back out. And she did really well. And I was actually able to hand her some treats. And the treats that she wasn't taking from me handing her, she would take if I tossed them. So again, just working on not pulling. She doesn't necessarily have to be in the heel position, but I'm wanting her to do some check-ins and not pulling. So here she's really far ahead of me, so I'm just going to stop. I'm going to ask her to come back in. We're going to do a little bit of a turn, and then I'm going to treat her in that position. She goes off again. That's okay. She's not pulling me quite hard enough yet, and then I feel the tension get a little harder, so I ask her to come back this way. And instead of doing a turnaround this time, we went ahead and just went the other direction. So we're just using all of our options here. So we're going this direction a little bit. She's doing okay. Got a little pulley there, so we're just going to turn around again and back towards the gate. So I'm using her sniffing as a reward. I'm able to get her to take the hot dogs, so I'm going to use those as a reward. Just basically stuff that you guys already know, and that she already knows. We're just trying to get her to do them, even though she's been in kind of a stressful situation for her, and just working through it. But she does really, really well. And there, see, she that tension on the leash, and she kind of looked back at me. And I thought that was amazing. So she does great. She's a perfect lady.